Morning, folks. So, doing this YouTube stuff, one of the things that I never realized that they did was people send you stuff to try out, and show off, and it's kind of nice because for the price of just one of their things, they get a little bit of advertising for it. When I first started doing this, I had a company get a hold of me and say, hey, would you be interested in testing out some outdoor gear? And we'll send it to you free if you do a video on it and, say what you think about it. And I thought, well, yeah, that sounds great. Never asked what it was. They sent me a pair of toenail clippers. No, I am not gonna show anybody my feet and make them gag. I mean they're nasty. My feet are messed up. I've had too many horses and things step on them, and my toes they're ugly. I ain't showing off toenail clippers. So I sent them back, and I've had other things that have showed up that were really good. That C-size saw, the limbing saw, that's really good. And I've had some other things that were, and I've had some other things that I mean, I'm not gonna stick my neck out and say that I like it if I don't like it. And I was always taught, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. So I've got a hold of a couple of companies and told them, this thing you sent me is a piece of junk. And if you want me to do a video, I'm going to say it's a piece of junk. And would you rather I didn't say anything at all, or would you rather I just did the video? So there's been several things I have not done a video on because it wasn't good. But it's hard to mess up a flashlight. And this one is a pretty nice little flashlight. It's called an OLIGHT. They call it a Baton 4 Pro. It's tiny. Look at this. I gotta say, I got it out of the box and looked at it already. There is a sticker I gotta take off though. But this thing, I don't have a tape measure here. I'm guessing that's probably only 4 inches. Tiny little light. It's all anodized aluminum. It has a rubber, well, I'm not sure that is rubber. That might be part of the aluminum, the housing on there. It's compact. It's got a two-way clip on it. It's got one you can put on your belt, or it's got another clip that you could clip a different direction on there. The inside of it, it's rechargeable. You turn this almost a half a turn, I guess, and it's got a little charging port in there. I believe this is a magnet. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so the base of it is a magnet. It's a pretty strong magnet. How did I get that open before? Oh, it's up here. If you unscrew that, it's got this little plastic tab. They have to pull that off, otherwise it won't work. Inside of here, it's got one really big rechargeable lithium battery on there. Take a look at how bright this is. It's not dark enough outside. I'm going to have to wait to go outside and show you, but this thing, I mean, it's hard to tell on on a camera, but this is a nice little flashlight. I really like the compactness of it, and it has inside of here. It has, for the charging of it, it has this plug-in thing. It has that, where you can plug that in. It's different than my cell phone, but it's the same as Cindy's cell phone. That's a common charging cord deal. But what's really kind of cool is it comes with this. this is another charging cord. And all you have to do is plug that into, the side of your computer or one of those little adapters that go in the wall. And this thing, it just clicks to the bottom of the flashlight, and that'll charge it. You don't have to plug it in. You just set it on there. That's all you do, and plug it in. This thing, I haven't quite figured this out. I need to read the instructions, actually, but this little bracket, it's got a sticky back on it, and I think that just sets, being magnetic, well, it doesn't stick on there very well, but I think that's what you're supposed to do, is put that on the wall or, whatever, and plug it in so you have a place to put this all the time. Also, when you're charging it, the base of that magnetic thing is red. When it's done charging, it turns green. Well, that's kind of handy. You can look at it from across the room and tell if it's charged up or not. When I was guiding hunters, we had those hat lights, that go around your hat, and that, I don't know what they call them, just a headlamp, I guess. But they were awkward. They fell off all the time. They never really aimed where you wanted them to aim. But with this clip the way it is, you can slide that on like so onto your hat, turn that on, and then anywhere you look, it's going to light it up. When we were saddling horses in the dark, that was so nice. I mean, you had your hands free where you could do things, and you could still saddle your horse. You could still see what you're doing. And this is a little bit heavy for a hat light, but it works for one. And like I say, the size of this, you could carry that in your pocket or on your belt and not really know you had it. So, I mean, it is a nice light. I looked them up on the computer for price. They are a little bit high priced, but geez, what isn't anymore? Anything worth having is a lot of money. Well, it gives you some specs on how long it'll last. I don't know what the actual settings are, but it'll last 198 minutes, it'll last 20 minutes, 30 minutes. On low, it'll last 155 hours. Moonlight, it'll last 100 days. I haven't figured out the settings. It seems to just be an on-off, but... Oh, okay. That's probably the moonlight. You hold the button down, looks like, to turn that on, instead of just a quick. And I can't get it turned on, but there we go. So there is different settings and things. One thing I really hate about a lot of these flashlights is that strobe light, and I don't see any mention of that on here. I haven't playing with it. What little I do, I guess there is a strobe. It says side switch on there. I don't like them strobes. All they do is boggle my eyeballs. But so far I haven't had this one do it. A lot of those you have to turn it, you turn it on, and then you turn it to something else, and you turn it to something else, and you turn it to strobe light, and then you turn it off. You can't just on off. Where this one you can. No. Anyway, what little bit I've played with this, it's a nice little light. And the size of it too. It's hard to go wrong with a good flashlight. So, look them up. I'll put a link down here or below, and like I say, they're a little bit of money, but you remember when we were kids when I mean, most of the folks watching my stuff are about my age, or some a little older, a little younger. But remember those great big flashlights that took the big, gigantic D batteries, and they were about as bright as a candle. You know, you couldn't see very far with them. And if you dropped them once in the dark, the bulb broke, and the little wire thing in there would break, and you couldn't even find the flashlight. You couldn't find anything. It's dark. You needed a flashlight. You just broke it. Ever since those LED lights come out, that doesn't even look like a light bulb. It's a little square yellow thing. They're super bright. I mean, you shine them on at night, and you can see a long ways. You can see well. If you drop them, they don't break. They've come a long ways with flashlights. Those ones we had back then, they weren't really cheap either. I mean, comparably they were, but they were cheap junk. They didn't work like these new ones. So, I don't know. Like they say, I guess you get what you pay for. This one, it is a little bit of money, I gotta say, but it is a nice light. Anyhow, I'll have to wait till it gets a little blacker outside to show you what it looks like at night. See you in a minute. Waiting on the darkness to come. Reading this, it does have different settings, and I didn't realize, uh-oh, there goes my battery. I have another one? Yeah, hold on a minute. Okay, that's a little better. It don't have a lot of charge to it either, though. So anyway, I didn't realize that this magnet on the back is also a switch. You push that and it comes on really bright. That, I guess, is what they're calling the turbo. In the turbo mode, it'll last 198 minutes. On high, it'll last 20 minutes. On medium, 30 minutes. Low, 155 hours. Moonlight, 100 days. So to do this, the side switch, it has an on-off. You just press it a single time. Okay, the moonlight, it says when off, press and hold the side switch for more than a second. And you got that little dim one. Turbo, quickly double press the side switch. Oops. That is really, really bright. The strobe, which I don't like, you press it 3 times fast. Yeah, I can't stand that. I'm glad that doesn't come on very easy. To change the brightness, it says when on, press and hold the side switch. So you turn it on, and you just hold that down. I guess you can lock it off or unlock it. I'm not going to do that because I'll get stuck with my luck. And then on the back end, I didn't realize that magnet on there is also a switch. And that one, same deal. It says press it on high. You just press that on. Press it off. Oops, you just push it again. To do the turbo, you quickly double press that one. And the momentary on, you press it and hold it, and then when you turn it off or let go, it turns off automatically. So it's starting to get a little bit darker. Still not very black outside. I'm going to turn the lights off and show you in here. Okay, so it's pretty dark in here. Turn this on. That's the regular. Let's see. That's the turbo. Let's see. Can't get the strobe to go, which I don't like anyway. Maybe I gotta do the side switch, I guess. There's the strobe. That's the Moonlight one. That one I think is the Turbo. Anyway, it's pretty darn bright for the size of it is. Well, anyhow, if you're in need of a pretty bright, compact flashlight, give these folks a look. I'll put the link to the thing in the description at the bottom, and see what you think. They offer this model, and there's a couple others. They have another model. I guess it's supposed to be even brighter than this one. But I like the size of that. That one, I mean, it fits even in my vest pocket. No problem at all. Matter of fact, it's hard to get it out of my vest pocket. It's so small. See you, folks. Bye.